Welcome back. This week, Chester Missing had the opportunity to interview University of the Free State's outspoken professor, Jonathan Jansen. Take it away, Mr. Missing. This should be fun.
Halala, I am talking to the world's most tanned liberal, the guy in charge of University of the Free State, Professor Jonathan Jansen. How's it going, man?
Cool, man. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm very excited to be here. It smells like cheetahs here.
I'm a blue bull. Don't worry.
Are you a blue bull? You don't look like a blue bull. Say again?
Well, I'm blue.
You're the vice-chancellor and rectum of a university. What does being a rectum entail?
Man, you know, it means you got to really love students and make sure they do well, and the rest is easy.
You were the first black guy in charge of the University of the Free State and the first black dean of the University of Pretoria. Places so white, Dulux could name paint after them. Do you hate yourself?
No, I'm in love with people. You know, the thing is, we're all the same, as you know. I'd make an exception
Except
in your
for you,
case.
you blue. There's this thing where those white students peed in black workers' soup here at this university. Why didn't you kick their racist asses right out of this place?
Well, they were already kicked out, and it was a very, very sad moment, as you know, in the history of our university.
I mean, have you gotten rid of racism at the University of the Free State?
No, I don't think you get rid of racism in any university or any public institution over a weekend.
Yeah.
So we realize we still have
Well, you've been here a few weekends now. I mean, are we worried that you don't have a big rug that you're sweeping it under or what?
No, we don't. I mean, the nice thing about this university, as you know, is when the bad stuff happened, people put it out there.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you have said in the past we mustn't carry the bitterness of the past to young people. Isn't that just a fancy way of telling poor black people to be okay with the fact that white people put them in a shack?
No, we shouldn't be happy about that at all. And we have all sorts of social justice programs to make sure we remind ourselves that where we are is a fact of history. And we need to fight against it. And we do that.
Yeah, halala.
But you got to do two things at the same time in our country. You got to deal with the injustices, but you also got to take people with you.
Yeah. Does your stance on teaching transformation then involve assertively reminding white students and parents that they benefited and still do benefit from apartheid?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I teach a course on that.
Yeah. What do you tell them?
I tell them that, listen...
You rich bastards, give it back! Give it back, you bastards!
Oh, we find more subtle ways of saying the same thing.
So are you for nationalization of the mines?
I'm not sure. You know, I think it's a useful debate, but I really don't think that's the best way in which to grow an economy and to redistribute to the poor.
What do you think we should be doing? Should we be all writing books and then selling them and giving that money?
Oh, it's very simple. Make sure every kid gets a high-quality education as soon as possible.
The Minister of Higher Education, Dr. Blaine Tsimande, got the lowest score of many of the ministers from the presidency, Colin Chibane. Is he...
Is he what?
Is he...
I have no idea what you say.
Is he rubbish? Is he bad? Is he useless? Is he a brr, a ga, a boo?
He's a lovely man. I love his socks.
You love his socks? What are you doing looking at Bladen Zimande's socks?
It's red.
He's what?
It's red.
It's red. Of course his socks are red. What color are your socks? Blue.
Black.
Black socks, yes. I've heard about that. The agent. But I mean, on a serious front, you're meant to be in charge of a university, being the rector of a university. Do you spend all your time making statements about politics, though?
Look, I think one of the roles that we have as people in education is to talk about what's happening in our broader society. Otherwise, there's no democracy.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. But sometimes you are in the press a lot doing it when you are meant to be running a university.
Well, I did that before I ran a university. I think it's important to have a view. I have a view, and I think more South Africans should do that instead of being scared about expressing a view.
Very good. Are you going to be taking the initiative like the University of KZN and force people to learn Sesotho?
I don't think you can force people to learn a language. 76 taught us.
Yes, you can. You could say, I will kick you out of here if you don't learn a language.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
This is a country where we've got people who be living here their whole lives, but they still don't speak an African language. That is insane.
No, I agree. I think we should encourage people to speak more than one language, and certainly an African language. But to force people to do that, I don't think that's the best way to get young people to learn a new language.
Yeah. Okay. This guy knows what he's doing. Someone should give him a job in government. I'm like, go away, John Jansen. This guy's he's a professor. Look at him. He's got a tie the same color as Barney the dinosaur. Julius Malema will steal your tie and wear it at a wedding.
News that moves. ENCA.com.